I'm trying it. I really am. I'm live. All right. Excellent. This is really good news. The reason why I'm so excited for anybody that sees this on the replay is because I don't know why YouTube has this thing where I'm not allowed in, right? But you can try it. They say try here, So I said, okay, I'll try there. And then they send this big notice, you're not allowed in it for 24 hours. I don't even know if this is live. Let me know if you hear this or see this, please. Um, Let me just I'll put a post down here. Oh, great. Here's this awful thing that always pops up. One of these days, I'm going to learn computers, and then it will be a glorious day. It really will. All right. Okay. Alaska, hi. And Cindy, thank you for coming on. And I'm not Troy, I'm Tori, Tory. And even though even though TOA is spelled for the PayPal thing, I think he put TOI, but you can just click on the link if you want to donate or chip in or anything. I would really appreciate it. I feel really embarrassed asking about that. But I am live. There you go. That's that. And I just wanted to let you know that's why it's spelled wrong, because he just goofed up. That's all there is to it. But I'm going to mention DOA today, and I'm definitely live. That's good news. Thank you. Because YouTube said I have to wait 24 hours. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. I've got StreamYard, and I think they'll be okay. Hi, Hillary. Hi, Alaska. Hi, Edge. Hi, Alice. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are here. This is wonderful. Hey, D Silva, D Savage. Ooh, Howard Taylor. Janie, Cindy. I think I said hi to you guys. It's hard to, I can't say hi to everybody, because then I'll just be saying hi. Howard Taylor. Okay, good to see you guys too. It really is. It's spring. Today's the first day of spring. Did you know that? It is. So that's always warms my heart, because even though I like winter, for a while, I grew up in Chicago. So I'm used to the four seasons. And out here, they have like, hi, Peach Lady, they have no seasons here. But, little teeny itty bitty, like we had all that rain. So that was one thing. And then winter, it was very, very cold this year. I mean, really surprisingly cold. But now it's spring. So that's like, woohoo, the phone thrower. I know, I saw that. That was hysterical. Whoever made that, that was really funny. Did you see the little thing? I mean, somebody made a little, I forget what you call them, but it's like a little thing of me throwing the phone. It's really funny. Thank you to whoever did it. Um, oh, he did. Oh, shoot. Oh, I just saw Mark Bunker lost. Ah, yeah, Bunky. That's a bummer. That is a very, very, very big loss for all of us, and definitely for Mark. What a drag! Shit. That makes me mad. It really does. If I had a phone, I'd throw another one. It does. See, that's Scientology and their. That's what I was going to talk about today: is Scientology and their fair game. This is just part one of this, because there's no way you can tell all the fair game stuff in one thing. But part of their fair game happened today earlier with DOA. Where you wouldn't believe, if you go over to his site and hear his video on all the shit that they threw on him. And they did the same thing with me and Mark Bunker. Well, mostly me, but I think Bunker too, in 2001 or something. Anyway, whenever the injunction was, where they said they tried to pin a criminal conviction on me for sitting in a red Santa's chair that was theirs, that was in front of some green bushes, that was blocking the door. And the injunction was a thing saying you can't block a door, our doors, Scientology doors. You can't block any driveways, and you have to walk on the other side of the street. And they had all these maps for it and stuff like that. So yes, they do a lot of dirty tricks. But this is going to be a short video just about that, because now I'm really mad and I want to call Bunky, and I feel really bad. I wanted him to win. I really did. I really thought he was going to win. But Scientology's creepy that way. I mean, they probably, God knows what they did. But we'll see. He's going to be in the SPTV Foundation. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. That's a good idea. That would be a good thing for him. That's right. There you go. See, you guys always come up with solutions. That's the thing that I love. Anyway, this is about the original fair game things that I experienced. I already told you about escaping out. That's part of fair game. L. Ron Hubbard said you can lie, cheat, steal, destroy someone utterly with fair game. Now, granted, all the independents go, oh, that was canceled. That was canceled. I stood up in court. That was canceled, Your Honor. No, that's not true. But when I got out, what the critics showed me is yes, there's a cancellation of the name fair game. But at the fine print at the bottom, it says this cancellation does not apply to suppressive people. Well, guess what? The only people that they fair game are suppressive people. This is me. That's my SP declare in case you never saw it. I'm very proud of it. And now I'm actually upgraded from SP to undercover CIA agent, just so you know. And they told a brand new person that. And the guy said, you know what? I was going to give him $5,000, but when they said that after talking to you, I said, no, I'm not doing it. And good for him. I mean, he's free. He said, I'm going to Japan. I'm out of here. Because I said, I'm worried about you. They're going to get you. He said, they're not going to get me. He was a wrestler. He was really a cool guy. Anyway, so that was fun. That's on a video around Christmas time on my Facebook site because I did a live video of the guy while it was happening. And I said, well, I won't put you on it. He goes, no, put me on it. I want to show everybody my personality test because he did the personality test. Anyway, so I escaped out and then I went to Clearwater, Florida. And then when I came back, now I'm in my house. First of all, my house was all stripped. Everything in my house was gone. And I know that was from Bill Yachty and my husband, because my husband really didn't like the office's special affairs. So I know he wouldn't let them come in and do it. But I'm telling you, it was gone. Everything. I found my Sweet and Low in the back cover at the top cupboard that I could barely reach. It was just like really weird stuff that they did. All the windows, covered up and everything. Because he was planning on living there. And he was like, no, I'm kicking you out. And that was probably the second thing that happened. And hi. And I went to that party. I think I've told most of you this, but I went to a party and this lady said, what do you do? And I said, I don't know. I just escaped out of a cult. Where are you going to live? I don't know. I just escaped out of a cult and my husband's kicking me out. And she just looked at me and I never saw this lady again. I saw her for probably 5 minutes. And she said, you know what? Screw that. You don't have any credit. I'll put money on it because I've been married for 27 years. She said, all the credit's in your husband's name. Which, number one, for any women, get the credit in your name also, if you're married. That's number one, no matter what. Because, of course, I never, ever thought we were going to get divorced, ever. I never thought I'd leave Scientology, ever. So here I am out alone. He's kicking me out. She goes, screw that. You go home. Because she said, nobody's going to rent anything to you. You don't have a job. You go home and tell your husband you're kicked out. And I did. I went home and I said, you know what? No, I'm not leaving. You're leaving. And you know what? He packed up and left. And that was it. And so that was the beginning of their second fair game thing, which I think they were planning on, I would be out without and then they did the injunction where they figured I'd never get a job because if you have a criminal conviction, I'm in sales. And I didn't know this, but because I was mostly working for Scientology companies, but in real companies, they do these group interviews and they go, is there anyone in the room with a criminal conviction? And if you raise your hand, there's the door. That's it. There's no, I want to tell you about Scientology or whatever. Forget it. No, you got a criminal conviction, you're out. So they knew I'd be out of work. I'd be out of a home. I'd be homeless. That was their goal. I mean, and this is a group that wants to be thought of as a religion. Ain't going to happen, Miss Scavenge. Not now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not ever. You have absolutely epic fail, to quote Anonymous. It is an epic fail for you to try to think that you're going to get by as a religion. And now some of these wonderful live streamers, I can't thank you enough. DOA went to court today, looked fantastic, got a suit, got his hair cut, looks really snazzy. And he went down there and the thing looks like a fucking book. It's like, are you serious? This is a guy standing out in front of a restaurant. Of course, they create him, like he's got his cape, right, that he wears sometimes. So they're like, oh, he's always dressed up, bap, bap, bap. And I pointed out, I said, look, go take some photographs of all the people on Hollywood Boulevard, because they were like, it's right across from Celebrity Center, and he's in his cape. And it's like, okay, so go a block away from the Church of Scientology testing center with the giant sign on Hollywood Boulevard, 1 block away, are like tons of people dressed up in different costumes, way more elaborate than DOA had. And it's like, it's freedom. That's what this country has: freedom. You have the freedom to say what you want to say. If you want to dress that way, you dress that way. There's nothing wrong with it. There's homeless people that are all around the testing center. They don't do anything about them. They're trying to pitch that in. Oh, he's homeless. He's not homeless. He lives in his van. Good for him. He's happy with what he's doing. And, it's just pathetic. But anyway, I'm proud of him. He did a good job. And we'll see where it goes. But Scientology, you and your fair game, you're never going to win with this. Not ever. I've told you that in 2000. As long as you are breaking up families, stopping free speech, and hurting people in any way, you're going to see me around talking. That's just the way it is. And there's a lot of other people too. I'm not alone. And as you can see, now there's these live streamers. Oh my God. It's so fantastic. And all you guys, I love you guys. You're terrific. It really makes a big difference. I've said it for years. There's every voice counts. I've said that for years, because they always try to, negate everybody. And it's like, no, you can't negate them. They're friends of mine. They're people. They count. And you can't negate them. And the neat thing is, most of you, they don't know how to find you anyway. Anyway. All right. So anyway, the beginning, the real first fair game thing that happened to me, and I've talked about it before, but I don't know if you guys heard it. Thank you, Falling Star. You said I look beautiful. I don't know if I can do this thing on here. Let's see. Did it work? No, I guess you can't. Oh, nope. I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's the other thing. There you go. Thank you. It's because it's springtime. I'm always happier in springtime, fall. I love fall. And I'm always happy around water. People always say, God, you look so happy. And I go, I'm a Cancer. I'm always happy around water. Okay, so I come back. That thing happens with the house. Now I've got the house. He's out. And I'm sitting in the house, and I have these little ceramic turtles out on my front porch, right? And the next day I notice one leg off of this ceramic turtle is broken off. One leg. And, the next week it's another leg. And so I call up my friend and I say, I think this is OSA. I think what gang would break off legs off a turtle? It's a ceramic turtle, but still, it's sort of like, I don't think they might steal your turtles, maybe, but even then I doubt it. But they're not going to break legs off of them. And she says, well, I think you're just too paranoid. That's all that's happening. And so I say, okay, thank you very much. And I hang up. And I call Jesse Prince, who is a dear friend of mine and has helped me a ton. And I tell him what happened. And he goes, listen to me carefully. No, you are not too paranoid. He said, Tori, this is absolutely psychological warfare. They're trying to drive you insane. That's their goal. He said, I used to run this program. I know it inside and out. So be paranoid. You need to be paranoid. Not totally paranoid, but enough paranoid that you're always watching your back. And it really, really helped me, because they've done a lot of shit since then. But that was just the part one of fair game. I just wanted to tell you guys hello, tell you I love you, and mention the thing about DOA and the thing now about Bunker. I'm really sorry, Mark. I really am. I mean, it's a bummer. It's a big bummer. It's not just a little bummer. It's a big bummer. But anyway, I know you'll probably end up mayor or something, it somehow you'll turn it around because you always do. So I know you will. But anyway, in the meantime, today it's kind of crummy, but we'll turn it around one way or the other. Somehow, some way, it's going to get better for you, Mark. I know that. All right, so there you go. If anybody, thank you to everyone who's donated and chipped in just even a little bit. Every little bit helps. It's just an enormous appreciation from me. And DOA set up, I'm trying to remember, oh yeah, Cash App and PayPal. Those are the two that I know of. And I think there's one other one, but I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, he set them up. And well, let me just look because I have them. I have them on my phone. Let me see. Venmo. That's the other one. Venmo. I've never used that, but anyway, those are the three. And someone sent me some money on Venmo. So thank you very much because I really, really appreciate it. I'm saving up from my phone, and every little bit helps. So that's it. Anyway, I hope you guys all love each other and have a wonderful night. And before I go, I have to answer your questions. So if you have a question, write question because that helps. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So everybody's saying hi. Oh, that's so sweet. I really love all you guys. You're wonderful. National treasure. I wish my mom was here. She would crack up. She would be so proud. Tori, the best. Wait. Ooh, what happened? The best phone thrower ever. Someone made, I don't know what you call that, where they made a little thing about it with me throwing the phone. It's very funny. It's just they took a little thing of it, but it's very, I want to put it on like the beginning of my videos. What do you think? Let me know. I think it'd be funny to have that and me picketing and, a couple other things, but I don't know. We'll see. We're trying to figure out some kind of a starting thing. Mark Bunker, I know. Everybody's bummed. I mean, this is the United States, we're all going to be bummed because we love Mark. Everybody that has anything to do with Scientology. It was a close race, less than 700 votes. See, that's where it's really painful because it's like if 700 people had gone to the voting thing and voted, Mark would be still in. Well, something better. Like I said, Mark is really good at making things better. He will, and we will, because all of us care about him. So we will, one way or the other. I know it's disappointing. They did steal his signs. How disgusting is that? They stole his signs and did all sorts of shady things too. Exactly. And it's like, okay, so the other thing is he can now go as a citizen to the city council meetings, and he knows a lot more about it than most people do. So anyway, we'll see. Yep, Scientology and their dirty tricks. That is exactly right, Alaska. It's like pathetic. Okay, so I know. This is a good one. They call themselves the most ethical in the world. I mean, it's like, what are you thinking? What are you possibly thinking? I mean, go look in their orgs. They're empty. All around. They're empty. Yeah, I think this is true. She's talking to someone else, but she said they pull no punches no matter how low. And it's true. But, I believe in karma. Maybe you don't, but I do. And it comes back to you one way or the other. You screw people over and it's going to come back to you. Just like Bunker. I mean, they did some shitty stuff in Clearwater. It's going to come back to him. It will. He's with Aaron. Yeah, I know, because Aaron helped him get a lot of money. He did a lot of fundraising working for him. So they made a little video beforehand and said they'd celebrate if he won, and they'd have a vigil if he didn't. What did they fair game Stacy Brooks? Tons. Whenever she would make an appointment for like a airline, they knew who it was, and they did screwed around with it. They fair gamed her a ton. I mean, she was the head of, she and Bob Minton and Jesse were the three people running the Lisa McPherson Trust. So they, believe me, they fair gave them a bunch. Um, so glad to catch it live. Good. Alaska Flamingo. Wow. This is funny. The only difference in the old videos is your glasses. You look just as beautiful as you did years ago. Love listening to your wisdom. Love ya. Peace out. All right. Peace out. Thank you. That's very kind. It's very kind. Okay. The only difference is my glasses. They are. I know I was watching those too. They're very skinny back then. Mark will be using his 3 minutes as public to speak about the. Yeah, exactly. Now he can. That's a good point because see now he can say what he wants to say. I mean, he can really say what he wants to say. He can get into it. It's going to be good. I mean, it might take him a little bit to get over this, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to be real long. I know. Everybody's sad, but we got to just move on. That's the way it is. SBCI, all you need is the EL, and you could spell special with all those letters to him. You are too funny. Very good. Let's see if anybody has a question. I don't see any questions. Okay. You're having an evening cocktail, enjoying story time. All right, that's nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really happy with each of you that you're such cool people. Now, this is a nice thing. Thank you for saying that, solicitous, right? That's nice. Okay, here's a question. All right, we got a question. Do you ever talk about your ex-husband? Not much. We had a really good marriage all the way through it. The only problem that I ever had with him is I was a true believer. If you don't know what that is, get a book on cults and read about it. But true believers are in it forever. It's just like that, whatever's needed, they're going to do it. My husband, my ex-husband, was born in Scientology. His parents got in 1950. I mean, he was like a couple years old, but he went and saw Hubbard at 5 years old. And so his big guy was Hubbard. He never really liked Miscavige. He didn't like the Sea Org. So that was our differing thing. And I always wanted to go back in the Sea Org. He didn't. He didn't like the Sea Org. So now I wake up and I realize the whole thing's a bunch of shit. He was right. And I should have probably talked to him when I woke up. But you have to understand how much stuff I had done to get to that point, including 10 years of reading self-improvement books that he laughed at, that I read, and I believe they helped strip off some of the mind control. So he was still way in, he's OT8. He was like way at the top, way screwed up, didn't ever, to me, that's why I started reading those books, because I was screwed up. I had massive migraine headaches. It was run by men. They don't know anything about menopause, which it turned out that's all it was. And an internal medicine doctor at Flag was the one who pointed it out to all of us. All the women were screwed up. And she said, I think we're all just in the middle of menopause and none of us know it. And these men aren't going to know it. And she slammed down the silent passage. And if you're younger, and I mean like in your 40s or 30s, get it and read it. Or if you have parents or, friends that where you think, God, they're cranky and they're always hot. And, there's all kinds of somatics that go along with menopause. But anyway, that was it. She said, you need estrogen and progesterone. Go take it. Get the natural one. I did. Last headache I ever had. But in the meantime, I had read these 10 years of books, self-improvement, philosophy, religions, all kinds of stuff. And all of it helped strip off stuff. So I was waking up. Do you see what I mean? Harold was not. He was OT8, screwed up, and never looked farther. That was it. So by the time I left, honestly, I wasn't sure if Stacy, Bob, and Jesse were OSA because I was so deep in with Yachty and this top secret mafia. And I thought maybe they're just part of the mafia because it was all very, don't ask, don't tell. I'd say, who's that? It doesn't matter. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? So it was all, you're just in your corner doing your thing, having signed away your rights to ever tell anyone anything about it, including David Miscavige, RTC, all the executives, any auditor, any ethics officer. And you think, who would do that? And exactly. But it was Bill saying it. He said, you need to sign this. It's $100,000 if you ever tell anybody. And I said, this is like the Guardian's office shit, which was back when those guys went to jail, right? 11 people. And he said, Tori, look at me. Trust me. And he knew I trusted him. I said, my life is in your hands. I totally trust you. So I'm sure they knew that, and they knew that they could push me, and they did. So anyway, so I'm now in the really true believer boat, where I can't say anything to anybody, blah, blah, blah. So I can't really talk to Harold about the top secret mafia because I'll have to pay $100,000. And I believed it at the time. So now I'm waking up and I think he's not really a true believer anyway. He'll probably be happy to get out of Scientology. That was my thing. So I thought, okay, so I just have to make sure these guys over on the other side are not really part of the Office of Special Affairs. And that was a whole nother story I'll tell you another time. But the point is, I thought I'd go make sure they aren't and then come back and get Harold. That was kind of my plan. And it didn't work. By the time I came back, to this day, I don't know what they did to him, but I know he was white as a sheet. He was gone. And he was just there saying, you left me. You deserted me. You abandoned me. And I said, I didn't leave you. I left the cult. I didn't leave you. So that was it. I mean, I don't really want to go on and on and on about him because I thought we had a wonderful marriage. I think he did too. We had a good marriage. It's just it got snarled up with this Scientology shit at the end. And that's it. So, it ended up, it was very sad. I cried for 2 years. Everywhere I go, if I walked into a place that we used to hang out, I just burst out crying. And I started out the meltdown committee, which I'll tell you another time. All right. So now let's see. Question: did you ever get to see Wisconsin? I'd love to buy you dinner. Ooh. All right. Personality tester. Ooh. Okay. That sounds a little weird. Are you in Scientology if you're a personality tester? Did you ever get to Southeast Wisconsin? I don't know. I went to Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. It's a very beautiful place. And that's where Mark Bunker's from, by the way. But yeah, just send me a private message or something and let me know a little bit more about you. And I know my guess is you're joking about the personality tester, but you have to understand there's a lot of awesome people that ask me out to dinner and stuff. So I'm a little fishy on that. I would recommend getting a different name. Menopause means time to take a pause for men. Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's good. How am I doing? I'm doing very, very well. And I'm doing doubly well because you guys are here. I mean, you really make my day. You do. Okay, let's see. You're a strong woman, Tori. Thank you. All right. Treasure Rescue, aka Queen Bee. All right, my pleasure. Isn't Tori so wonderful? Oh, hi. You're the one who didn't you make the little thing about me throwing the phone? I think it was you. I think it was. You have to let me know. Because I'm trying to find out, because that was funny. This is what brainwashing does to people. Yep. Tax the COS, absolutely. Oh, okay. So here's personality tests, and they say no, it's a joke. I thought so, but you know what? Because they're always pitching, come do a personality test. They mail out personality tests, stuff like that. I just would not push their shit. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. That's my own thing. Because if they got one kid in because of you saying you're a personality tester, and they go, I kind of like her, maybe I'll go do the personality test. It's like, ugh. So that's my thing. But anyway, it's up to you. All right, here's a comment. really helped me with my menopause depression. Okay, wacky feelings. A natural medicine. I gotcha. There's a lot of natural medicines. I lived with that forever in Scientology. They're always for natural medicine. And I'm for whatever works for you. If that worked for you, good. Wise in her ways, adoring Tori. Thank you. You guys are funny. Aw, you're also from Wisconsin. You lucky dogs. I love Wisconsin. I love a lot of different areas. I really do. Oh, here's another person from South. Swim mom. All right. Okay, good. Okay, now let's see. I need to go on tour. We could throw a party. Wouldn't that be fun? I've thought of that more than once, of going on tour and just meeting all my friends, all because I have a lot of friends. That'd be really funny. I've been watching you more than 10 years, since I was 13 years old. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, that's real sweet. That makes me cry. That's so sweet. Wow, that's amazing. At 13. Wow. That's really outstanding. Well, thank you for your support. Okay, and you made it. Okay, good. So she did make it. Oh, good. That is funny. I'm telling you, that is funny. I sent it to you and emailed you the unedited clip. Okay, okay. So do you know what day you sent it? Because I'm really bad at email. And I'll try to find it. Is it under your name? Because a lot of people say I sent you something, but then it turns out it's under another name, and then I never find them. Are you a satisfied human being? Yes, I'm a satisfied human being. I'm more than that. You give such meaningful lives. I'm covered. Oh, cool. That's wonderful. Hi, Tori. How are you? Good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Wow, look at this person. They're 24. Interesting. Cool. Very cool. All right, don't buy anything. What does this say? Don't buy anything from South Wales, COS recruiter and disconnector from his son, Dr. Eric Berg. Okay. I wasn't planning on it, but in case anybody else is, there you go. You've been warned. All right, you guys. Well, anyway, I got to fly. But I wanted to tell you thank you for coming by. If you have any questions, once I post this, I'm going to hit end stream, and then you can post a question if you have one. And the next one, I'm going to write them down, and then the next one, I'll definitely answer it. Okay. Alaska's late. All right. But you're in Alaska. That's lucky. Bye. I love you guys. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night and happy spring.